Hi, my name is Yeva, and I'm working on challenging the rigid regime of Western calendar, its definite interpretation of time, and the manifestations of this dictate in public domain. I survey alternative ways of being in sync with the processes of our public and personal life. Many of us live in dichronicity, a state of constant anxiety of not having enough time and always in the mode of having to catch up, a mode of constant time crisis. The curious development we are experiencing at the moment, living post-pandemic and relearning what normal is a moment to be seized, to put change in motion. My aim is to direct a speculative trajectory of change on how we see and experience time flow. By sensibly bringing attention to this topic through social engagement, we start giving in to the possibilities of temporal plasticity. My research is highly influenced by works of Helga Schmidt, a designer, researcher, and an author of a book, Uchronia. Besides other time-related topics, she's looking at the politics of time, contemporary work patterns, and time norms, and proposes an alternative approach on time and timing. She shares the techniques of unlearning the time regime we are born into through workshops of measuring time lived within common tools, such as passages of books we enjoy, cycles of our pet's life, chronobiology of ourselves. The project is a collection of personal temporal realities, which could be used as precedents, inspirations, or cautionary tales. After writing a critique on the Gregorian calendar in my thesis and pointing out the privileged societal groups to whom this calendar works for, as a next step, I want to talk to various underrepresented entities whose lives would presumably not fit the white-collar workers, dominant religion devotees, or policymakers' profile. For example, shift workers, freelancers, people who we now call essential workers, atheists, religious yet non-Christian folks, incarcerated or homeless people. All these interviews will have the same questionnaire as a guiding script. I'm interested in these people's ideas about altering the rules of time. What can be done to make a life of a single mother easier when she has to work through her child's May vacation? How can an essential worker have a meaningful experience in public rituals when seldom are they granted a free time during these high consumption moments in the public agenda? In addition, I will be talking to the Dutch legislators and discussing the policies in place and the framing of the public time management. Why is a country vastly identifying as atheist still has majority of the national holidays dedicated to the religious needs of mere 24% of the people, the Catholics? How could and would they facilitate a discussion with more diverse citizen groups? And most importantly, how can those discussions fruit into tangible change? After making this documentary film, I would like to advance the conversation by using these stories of people's temporal needs for designing a speculative calendar in which the traditional numbered grid is transformed into interconnected, ever-changing mesh of symbiotic interactions and reciprocities.